Yes, ma'am.
I'm audible, right? Okay. Okay. So, last class we have completed our distribution system, right? So that this one I have not provided to you yet. Okay. We have completed your raw water engineering in your last class. Okay, all the treatment processes and all we have completed. So now we have come to the second module of your course, that is your wastewater treatment, or you can say sewage, about sewage. Okay, so same thing. So basically, actually, I will show you one thing. Just wait. So I told you that for your raw water engineering, what we needed a source, right? A source, and then from that source, your water it is supplied to the distribution system. Correct? It is supplied to your distribution system, and that process of taking the water from the source and then giving it all necessary treatments, and then you are checking the quality, and if the quality required quality is not there, then you are adding the desired qualities. Yes, so you are providing all the necessary qualities and all, and then you are finally distributing the water to the consumers, to the distribution system, and from the distribution system you are getting to the your own homes, right? So that is like raw water engineering. Okay, so on the first class only I told you about raw water engineering. So now we are going to study the next part of your raw water engineering, that is when you have got the water in your homes. Okay, so you now you have got the water, and you have used that water for every demands, like there are different demands we have studied, like domestic demand, industrial demand. Okay, so public demand, so many demands are there. So for you have used that water for all the demands. Okay, and then what happens, the water now it has become a wastewater. Okay, so you have suppose you have used it for bathing, then you have used it for washing your dishes. So for all those things you have used in your bathrooms. So all those things, after you have used the raw water, then it becomes what, it becomes a wastewater now. Okay, so now what the wastewater engineering deals about is that how you after the water you have used, the wastewater, how you dispose it, again back to the source. Clear? How you dispose, the process of disposing, the process of disposing the wastewater. Okay, the wastewater back to the source. Okay, how you dispose the water back to the source is known as your wastewater engineering. Clear? But now the question arises: is it so much easy to to directly dispose of the wastewater to the source? Obviously not. Okay, so source means what, like you can dispose it in a land also. Okay, it might be land disposal, or it might be river disposal. Okay, so it is not that easy that you can directly dispose of the wastewater from your homes to the source. Okay, if it could have been so easy, then we don't need to study environmental engineering, isn't it? So in between there is a long process. There is some processes, treatment processes are there. Now the question arises: if suppose yes, we know that we need to give it treatment, okay, but what if we do not give any treatment and we just dispose the water directly to the back to the river disposal or land disposal? So what will happen? Okay, so the thing is that in the wastewater there is organic matter present in the water. Okay, the water after you have used and it becomes a wastewater, and in that water your organic matters are present. Okay, so what happens if organic matters are present? Okay, so whenever there is organic matter, your microorganisms will develop. Okay, your microorganisms will develop, and what will happen, since organic matter they have carbon in it. Okay, they have carbon in it, and microorganisms, they they feed on organic matters. Okay, that they take the carbon for their survival purposes. Okay, so when these microorganisms, or when this organic matter it get disposed of to the land or to the river. Okay, so what will happen, uh, when it is disposed to a land? So it will take the oxygen from the land. Okay, it will take the oxygen from the land, from the atmosphere, and if it is supplied to a river, or to a river, so in river there are dissolved oxygen. Yes, and dissolved oxygen, it is very much important for the aquatic life of the aquatic life. Okay, so dissolved oxygen is very much important for aquatic life, and if this organic matter or these microorganisms they come in contact with the directly to the water without giving any treatment, so what will happen? They will consume the dissolved oxygen, and if they consume the dissolved oxygen, then what will happen? That will obviously hamper the aquatic life of the plants or animals in the water. Okay, so that is why you cannot dispose directly the this wastewater directly to the river, or for land disposal. Okay, that will hamper very much the aquatic life or the land life also. Okay, so what is done in between, many treatment units are there. So first of all, we have studied like in the distribution system, the water it is supplied. Okay, after distribution system, all the layouts and all we have studied. Okay, so after the distribution system the water it is supplied, then the next process is what? Then the water from the distribution system obviously it will go to your homes, to your to your own home, these taps and all it will go. So after that you have used, and it will go to a you can say it will go to a manhole. Okay, then from there again the wastewater it is collected through a conduit. Okay, so that is that conduit. Okay, from where the wastewater it is carried out. Okay, the wastewater it is carried out to a wastewater treatment plant. That conduit it is known as sewerage. Okay, you will remember the name sewerage. Okay, what is a sewerage? It is a conduit, the conduit which carries the conduit or pipe. Actually, engineering term we call it a conduit. Okay, the conduit through which the sewage flows. Okay, flows is known as your sewerage. And what is a sewage? Sewage it is a mixture of the solids and liquids. Okay, but in sewage your 99% is water. Okay, 99% of it is made of water. Okay, and only 1% of your solids are present. Okay, so the mixture of solids and liquids is known as your sewage. Clear? So let us now get back into the chapter. Okay, I have just give you a short description about what a wastewater thing is. Okay, from the distribution system, how we are going to how it is interconnected. I have just given you an idea. Okay, so now let us see what is a sewage. So you see here, a sewage is made up of large amount of water and solid matter in suspension and dissolved state. As now I told you, okay. So it is like 99% of solids and 1% of 99% of water and 1% of solid. Okay. So the waste consisting of various items such as night soil, garbage, rubbish, silage, sewage, okay. So storm water, okay, all this may be broadly classified into two categories. That is, one is your solid waste and the other one is your liquid waste. So liquid waste, like like these are storm water, all these subsoil water, sewage, all these are liquid waste. Okay, so both solid and liquid waste should be properly collected and conveyed for treatment and disposal. Obviously, it should be collected and conveyed, very properly to the treatment plant, isn't it? So it is not like a raw water. If water is, it is disposed here and there, then something will happen. Nothing will happen if raw water is disposed here and there. But this sewage, it should be carried properly. Okay. Now, let us see what is the purpose of sanitation. Okay, why sanitation is important. So you see here, what's written here. You see, the waste products like garbage, sewage, silage, okay, so etc. are produced every day in towns and cities. Yes, it's nowadays every day in your household also. Like garbage, it is sewage, silage, everything. It is no every day it is being produced, isn't it? So the garbage is produced in domestic area, markets, public places, streets, obviously, and the liquid waste is produced from latrines, urinals, and stables. Okay, so everyone knows this. Clear? So if the garbage it is no not collected and disposed of regularly, then what will happen? Yes, it will go on accumulating in the dustbins. Obviously, if the garbage it is not collected and disposed regularly, then obviously the dustbins will get full. Okay, so obviously that will cause what insanitary conditions. Why? Because like flies will it will be there over there. Okay, bacteria will develop. So everything will be very insanitary conditions will develop. So that is why this sanitation purpose, it is very much important that these waste and these garbages, these sewage, these are carried off regularly. Okay. So next is, okay. Next we will go to system of sanitation. Okay, system of sanitation. Let us see what are the systems of sanitation on the basis of your collection. Okay, collection and conveyance of water produced in a community. So how the things are collected. Okay, the garbage, the sewage are collected. So there are certain systems. Let us see that one. Okay. So you see here. Basically, for systems of sanitation, there are two types of systems of sanitation. One is your conservation system, and the other one is your water carriage system. Okay, so conservancy it is system. It is also known as your dry system. Okay, and it is nowadays conservancy system it is not being applied. Okay, nowadays everyone is having your water carriage system. Okay, so let us see what is your the old system or this the conservancy system it is. Okay, so conservancy system it is in this system what happens? all types of the garbage, or everything, all types of sewage, garbage, silage, everything, it is collected in a dustbin. Okay, it is collected in a dustbin, or you can say like in a garbage bags are there, so it is collected there. And the people, they keep it in a certain place. Okay, like if you are staying in a house, they are keeping it in the side of a gate like that. Okay, so from where the persons from the these GMCs and all, they come, and they take the garbage bags. Okay, they take the dustbins, and they it is carried by trucks, or trucks, or dumping, since these things are there, so it is taken, and it is carried to the point of disposal. Okay, so like there are, here you see the different types of refuses. Okay, what are the refuses? Means what, like same thing, garbage or sewage, all those things. So it is, it is also classified into the different types of terms. Okay, the different terms are there. You should know what it is. Okay, if I say you garbage, so what that garbage includes, or if I say you rubbish, then what this rubbish includes. Okay, if I say you silage, then what is silage? Because in wastewater engineering, you have to be appropriate with the each and every term. Okay, you have to know what is sewage, you have to know what is silage. So everything has a different slight different meanings. Okay, so let us see what a garbage is. Okay, so the garbage, you see here, the garbage is removed by the wheeled baskets from roadside. Okay, and then it is conveyed to the dumping ground, which should be far away from the town. At the dumping ground, the garbage is separated into two categories: flammable and inflammable. The flammable garbage should be burnt, and the inflammable garbage should be dumped in ditches or low-lying areas. So, as I said, that the person, they collect the dustbins, and they carry it through by trucks and all, and they carry it to the point of disposal. So the garbage, okay, if there is garbage, so what they do, they carry the garbage by wheat baskets. Okay, like wheat type of things is there, and they carry it from the roadside, and then it is conveyed to the, or it is thrown to the dumping ground. And the dumping ground, it is far away from the town or city. Okay, and the garbage, it is also, it is divided into two types of categories. Number one is your flammable, and the other one is inflammable. And from the name itself, the flammable garbage, they burn it. Okay, and the inflammable garbage, what they do, they dump it in the low lying areas. Okay, so the next one is rubbish. Let us see. The rubbish is also collected in pans or baskets, and it is also conveyed by carts or trucks, etc., to some suitable place for its final disposal. Okay. The rubbish consists of two types of materials. One is your combustible, and the other one is non-combustible. Okay. The combustible material, it is again burnt. Okay, in the incinerator. Incinerator is a type of it is a structure where the things can be burnt. Okay, so it is burned in an incinerator, and the non-combustible, they are dumped in the low-lying areas like of a garbage. Okay, so next is your silage and stormwater. So the stormwater and silage, they are allowed to flow through the open drains, and finally allowed to discharge into the river or stream. So the stormwater, okay, the stormwater, that and the silage, okay, both are same thing. So the silage and the stormwater, they are allowed to flow through the open drains. Okay, the drains which you are having in your around your households. So they are allowed to flow through the open drains, and then it is through the drains, it is finally discharged into the rivers or the streams. Then next is your number four is your night soil. Okay, night soil, everyone knows. Okay, so night soil, what it is done? The night soil, it is the other name for human excreta. Okay, so it is collected from the lavatories in pans by labor and carried in carts or trucks, etc., to a place away from the town. It is usually buried into the ground and is thus converted into manure. So basically, these four items, this process, okay, how they are burning it or they are carrying it to a point of disposal, okay. So all these things, it is under your conservancy or dry system that is already, it is a old process, okay. It is a old process. Nowadays, the human excreta, it is not carried out in a pens or by laborers and all. Okay, so this is a old process, and this conservancy system, it has some very drawbacks. Okay, it has much drawbacks that as compared to your water carriage system. Okay, so next let us see what is your water carriage system is. Okay, so the what is a water carriage system? The system in which water is used as a medium for conveying the sewage of the treatment plant and final disposal is known as the water carriage system. So, as I already said that here in water carriage system, water is the main hero. Okay, you can see here the water is the main hero, and without water, nothing is happening in your water carriage system. Okay, so here in a water carriage system, your 99% is water and 1% is your solids. Okay, so it is written here. Okay, that here the medium of conveying the sewage to the treatment of the treatment plant for and the final disposal, it is your water, and that is known as your water carriage system. Okay, then some additional water is required for flushing and collecting human excreta. In the system of sanitation, the volume of water requirement is comparatively large, and the sewage thus produced is carried through proper designed sewerage system. Okay, so nowadays in everyone's house we have that flushing system in our home, isn't it? So that is nowadays it is very much hygiene. Okay, these things are very much hygiene. So let us see what are the works that are involved in your water carriage system. So number one is your storm water. So what the storm water is done? The storm water, it is maybe carried along with the same sets of sewers in combined sewers or may be disposed of separately in separate sewerage system. So separate sewerage system and combined sewers, these things we will be learning in the next topic. Okay, we will be coming, then I will explain it to you. The next is your sewage and sewage. The sewage and sewage are carried by water through the underground sewers. Okay. Plenty of water is required for flushing the lavatories and urinals for easy conveyance. The quantity of water should be such that the dilution ratio between the solid matters and water, it becomes very much high and the mixture behaves like the water. So it is said that here the sewage and the sewage, these are carried by by water, but through the underground sewers. Okay, and here obviously plenty of water is required for your flushing system, and also the quantity of water, it should be such that if you make a dilution ratio between the between the solid and the water, it becomes like a watery mixture. Okay, so next is your Okay, next is your advantages of conservancy system and the advantages of your disadvantages of your conservancy system. Okay, both then advantages of water carriage system is also there. So number one, you can see it is cheap because of very little quantity of water required for its working, and the quantity of sewage reaching at the treatment plant before disposal is low. Okay, so these are the advantages. These two are the advantages, and disadvantages are many. Okay, like the working of this system depends entirely on the mercy of the labor, and obviously, if labor says I won't do, then the if they don't come, then those garbage, those sewage and all, it will be like that, like in that way only, like where the keep it. Okay, so it's all depend upon the labels. Okay, then if silage is carried in open drains, it may result in insanitary conditions. Obviously, then due to improper or careless disposal of refuse or waste, there are chances of outbreak of epidemic. Obviously, because they are carrying it in a wheeled baskets, or they are carrying it like in a truck. So if there is a highly chance of the sewage or the disposals to be spread here and there. Okay, they can go out of the trucks, like when they are carrying it, they can be spread out. Okay, so they can be spread out in rows. So like that gives you a chance of high outbreak of epidemic. Okay, so next is it is highly unhygienic. Obviously, it is a very unhygienic and develops in sanitary conditions because the excreta starts decomposing within few hours of its production. Obviously, because like you see, they are carrying the excreta. They are carrying the excreta through wheel baskets, and they will walk, and they will go to the disposal site, and they will dispose it. And that process, it takes a bit of time. Okay, it takes time. So during that time, what happens? Decomposing of the excreta, it already starts. Okay, so that is inhygienic. Okay, and that is why this that system, it is very much not adopted. Now, next is your the system requires considerable land for the disposal of the different types of waste. Obviously, because that will there should be certain disposal land, or disposal river where they can dispose it. Not river, actually, these solids, they dispose it in a land. So there should be a proper site. Okay, then initially it seems to be cheap, but maintenance cost is very high. Okay, here the maintenance cost is high. So advantages and disadvantages of conservation system we have done. So next class we will go start from here. Okay, advantages of water carriage and disadvantages. Okay, then we will go to the comparison of both here. Okay, let me take your attendance. Roll number 69. 69 not present. 51 to 60, who is present?
52, ma'am.
52. Okay. Then 51, Guneshwar. Okay. Then 51 to 60, only 52 is present. Nobody else? Okay. Then 61 to 70, who is present?
61 is present, ma'am.
61. Okay. Then
67, ma'am.
after 61, who is present? 62. Okay.
67, ma'am.
Then 67.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 61, 62, 67. Then who else? 68.
63, ma'am.
Okay, 68. Then
63, ma'am.
63. Okay. Then
Ma'am, 70.
77 is there. Okay, wait. 70 is there, no?
70.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then
66.
66.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then from 71 to 80, who is present?
71.
74, ma'am.
71, 74. Then
72.
okay, 72. Then
78.
76, 78.
Yes, ma'am.
76, 78. Then anyone else? Okay. Then From
87 got cancelled, disconnected on half.
77.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Then from roll number 81 to 90, who is present?
Ma'am, 83.
present, ma'am.
81. Okay. Then
83, ma'am.
83. Then sorry,
87.
84. 81, 83, 87. Who else?
90.
88.
90, ma'am.
Ma'am, 88.
90. Okay. 88. Atobi. Atobi is present, right?
Yes,
90.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So 81, 80.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
86 is present, ma'am.
89 is 89 is present.
86 present, ma'am.
86. Okay. 86. Okay, just listen, huh?
90.
81, then 83, 86, 87, 88, then 90. Okay.
Ma'am, 84.
84. Okay.
82, ma'am.
82. Okay. 81, 82, 83, 84, then 86, 87, 88, 90. Here? Okay. Then from 91, who is present? 91 present. Okay. 92?
Present, ma'am.
92 present. 93?
Yes, ma'am.